Hello, everyone. Welcome back. It's Wednesday night. It's time to go live once again. I'm Marcus, your host. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say your co-host tonight. Once again, my fellow friend, my dar compatriot, Don, Mr. Junior Liddy himself, is joining us once again, having this good old conversation. How you doing, Don?
I'm doing great, sir. How about yourself?
I'm doing awesome. You know, I'm glad to say that we're gonna do an Instagram live tonight. And this is the first time, this is the inauguration of us going on three platforms. We talking about Facebook, YouTube, and now the IG, the elusive IG.
Yes.
And now, so for this inaugural trifecta of platforms, tonight we're going to talk about a topic. And this topic was brought up as a suggestion, I believe, by one of our DAR members. And is social media and relationship potential. You know, with this one, I won't say I'm the biggest, not I won't say fan, the biggest authority of this because anybody knows me, I am not the social media person. I know as sexy as I am, as attractive as I am, as awesome as I am, as great as I don't like pictures of myself. But this but this platform, I know I have to do it. But I enjoy doing this. So we're gonna bring it to you live and how we do it. So Don, what you got to say about the topic?
Thanks for bringing me on this topic of social media and relationships. Social media can be the best of times, it can be the worst of times based on how you're utilizing the service. Um, I feel that social media has had positive aspects of my life because you use it as a tool, you use it as a platform, and it can bring you discovery of opportunities. I mean, just seeing here, me and you talking, the opportunity that we're presenting tonight is based on the option of social media being available.
Yeah, and you're right. Social media. I'm not sad to say, but it's not going anywhere. You have to accept it. Even to succeed in business, you have to have some kind of social media presence. It's like it's like breathing and oxygen. It's needed these days. You know, but like everything, you can't have too much of a good thing,
You
and
can't do too
that's
much.
kind of what this topic is. Much of it is a great thing. It does has its downsides. You can be, I guess, a social media glutton, and
Consume too
that
much
can,
of it.
yeah, you get too much of it, and it can affect your current relationship, or like I say, your relationship potential, and or when you're about to enter your next relationship. It's a beast that you can control, or you can let get loose.
Yeah. Let the
You
cat out the
know,
bag and it's on.
right? So as we listen, and then right now, scrolling through the bottom, it's a definition of social media, and I had it written somewhere. Let me see. Don't worry about it. But anyway, I'm not gonna look for it because it was too long for me anyway. Just read the bottom. But social media is like it's a networking. And matter of fact, do me a favor, Don. More you're the writer in the group. Pull up the
Yes.
definition of social media as it scrolls across. I'll let you read it because I'll get the mumbling and stuttering, tripping like I'm clumsy.
Let me looking through my notes here. Did I have that definition?
And
Um,
while he's getting that, now when I was saying how long definition is, because one of the things we like to do is we need the definition of a subject matter. Because when we talk about it, we had to break down the word and what it actually means.
all right.
And go
I
for it.
think I'm ready. So the definition is being described as social media is an interactive technology that facilitates the creation, sharing, and aggregation of content, ideas, interests, and other forms of expression through virtual communities and networks.
See, I'm so glad you're my partner. You know how many syllables that is for me to mumble and stumble through? My brother, I appreciate
Man,
you.
you're welcome, bro.
Yeah.
You're
But
welcome.
if you notice, it says social network. And when we think of social media, we always think of first thing, depending on your age group, we think of Facebook.
Yes.
But it also encompasses Facebook, IG, TikTok, and dating apps. It
Oh yeah.
says social networking. That's probably one of the most common social networking there is the dating apps. And this is
Dating
Dar.
aspect.
Date. Affirm the real. You can't get around dating apps and Dar. I'm a victim of. I won't say I'm a victim of it, but I played around the dating apps. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna be transparent. I was swiping mofo.
You getting cramps in your hand. You swiping so
Yeah,
hard. Right?
well, hey, I swiped so much. They said you out of swipes. To swipe more, pay. I'll see you later. I still ain't gonna
You get
pay.
to that point, that aspect of it, right? Now you're paying for the social media.
No, yeah, we ain't doing that. I got bills. We live
Yeah.
in Dallas. We can't afford to swipe and pay.
Swipe twice.
Yeah, and so and now as we discuss this a little bit, we're not gonna just focus on negatives because one, that's not what DAR is about, right? We want to stay on the positive tip.
Yeah.
It's in relationship. Yeah, it does play a part in your relationship, but it also plays a positive aspect. So we're not gonna just focus on negative, but we'll focus on the positive. So we're not gonna bash this social media because guess what?
We're on
Social
social
media,
media.
exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Bringing it to
So
the masses.
yeah,
Some of the topics we want to discuss about social media is, as my fellow man Marcus said here, the positive aspects of social media. How does that have an effect on your personal life as well as your relationships you have, not as far as dating, but also your personal relationships with your family, with your friends, with anyone that you connect with, business associates, how that may affect you?
yeah. But and I was reading up on this topic. Do you realize like 90% of the U.S. population is actually on is social media actively?
I agree with you.
Yeah,
It's the driving force behind TikTok. If you ever heard anyone say, it's a word now. It's a definition. TikTok is in the Webster's dictionary now. So if you're doing a TikTok, it has a defining meaning to it. So it's just not a platform for silly dances. It's something that's generated into our everyday lives now. So it has very valuable meaning when used in the right circumstances.
wow. I didn't even know TikTok is a dictionary like that now. And this
Yes.
is I'm curious. I should if I knew that I damn sure would have looked it up and see what the word it says and it'd be like, hey, what is TikTok? Well, people
Ask
run their
any
mouth,
kid, any kid that tell you.
yeah, doing the crazy dances. But
Yeah,
but there is a lot of valuable people who come on talk some serious game on TikTok.
yeah. It's the
And
most currently the most usable platform in promoting a service. If you're talking about someone promoting a business aspect, showing a new dance to the masses, it's the number one platform right now that's causing a stir in politics and corporate world as well as you know. They want to shut it
yeah,
down.
in the U.S. government.
Yeah,
So, but like that, one of the things about social media I don't necessarily agree with about it is you could, no matter what state of mind you are in, you're gonna find somebody in that like state of mind. And if you're not in the good state of mind, being around or talking to and looking at people who are also not in a good state of mind, you'll never get out that bad state. So it's like funk swimming in funk. You can't get clean.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
so
The way that you utilize the tool is how the perception of it comes to be. So if you're in a funk state of mind or negative state of mind thought, then when you get on social media, you're going to be looking at things in the same matter if you were just having a conversation to a person sitting right next to you.
Right. So, let's bring it to a relationship standpoint. If I'm at a point where I'm I can't stand women at this point in my life, and I'm at that point of misery, and they say misery loves company. I'm looking for somebody like let's see who is talking bad about women. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there go Donald Trump. Here we go. Joke. Uh, but I'll never progress. But the positive thing is, and I was looking, and we was talking, and we was discussing some notes. One of the things I saw that you brought up was, I got to ask you about this one: AIDS and sexual gratification. Can you explain that one to me, partner?
Well, um, concerning romantic relationships, social media might actually help partners achieve sexual gratification. If you are in a relationship and you cannot be there with your partner through the communication of adult conversation, you can enjoy each other's company without being within each other's company. So you think about things of that nature. If you're having a out of town and you're on a business trip and the baby talking to you all sweet and sassy, and you need to unwind for the evening, and one thing leads to another. That
Come on, Fred,
helps
dance
to
around it.
that.
Dance around it.
Oh man,
Come on, say
I'm tap dancing. Yeah, it helps to bring about a little bit more intimacy in the relationship, because now you're sharing something through the means of social media, not necessarily got to be on Facebook, but just
yeah.
through FaceTiming or something of that nature. You can
Hey.
enjoy each
So,
other's pleasures.
so long story short, just make sure after you use your social media platforms, use your social media device. Please get a Kleenex and some kind of
Yeah.
disinfectant. Please do that. Share phones.
Yeah. Yeah. Make sure you wash up. But yeah, so if you think about, that's just one aspect of how social media can help a relationship when someone is not there or near their loved one. You utilizing that communication to continue a connection, broadening the connection, shall I say?
Right.
However you
And
want to chop that up.
hey, we chopped the screw that very well,
Yeah.
brother. The message is loud and clear.
Yeah.
So, but the thing about that, and that's a good point, because one of the things I looked at, which I was going to bring up later on, was it says like I'm trying to stay away from numbers or statistics so much,
Yeah.
because my young partner said, if you ain't working with numbers, stay away from them. If Dallas was on here, I say shout him out, Dallas.
Yeah.
Um, Kia says, not wash up, laugh out loud.
Man.
But I was saying that it actually, a percentage of people in a long distance relationship, it helps them to feel more of a communication because of social media, like because of the distance. And think about it, if you're posting like what things you're doing, especially in a positive way, and your partner can't be there every day to share with you, it actually make you feel a little bit closer, because now I know I can see what you through the course of the day, or what you're doing, or sharing. I can somewhat sharing your experience.
Yes. Yes.
You know, say like if I'm out of town, if I was a social, no, let me backtrack. So I want to say it was last year. Babe took a trip to like Colorado. She took a solo trip, and she posted some of the pictures, but it's easy to say, okay, oh, that's what she's doing. She can send it to me, but it's part of sharing it. It's sharing the experience. Okay, oh,
Yeah.
she's doing that. That's what's up. You can see the happiness on her face in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
Or if they go live, it's like talking to them, like, oh, okay, you could hear what they're saying real time, and like, okay, and most people in their profession just can't talk all day on the phone. But we
No.
know a lot of people have be on that had their headset, listen to something they listen to their audio on their phone or something.
Yeah.
They may not talk, but they can show listen.
Yeah.
But let's touch on online dating. Because that is a form of social networking. You know,
Yes. Online
oh,
dating. I'm going to describe it as be careful. Is all I can describe it because it's so many websites, so many options, so many choices that you have to be of sound mind when you're attempting to connect with someone on a relationship level through online dating, just because of the fact someone can present themselves to be someone they're not, and through conversation you can get to fill out a person, but even then they can be lying. So you have to then decide. At some point, should I proceed with meeting this person, hoping you don't get catfish? Because
hmm,
that's the next step of online dating, is making sure that there's not deceitfulness in the person's um, their means of attempting to be on that platform. Just dishonesty is leave a bad taste in your mouth. If you're new to it, if you've been in the game for a while and you're like, okay, you chop it up as a loss, but someone else that can definitely set them back.
yeah. So Kia Babe says, if you can meet the representative online, meaning, hey, what you get ain't what they really are.
What you see and what you get.
Right. Because
Yes.
and it's funny. I'm gonna stay away from numbers, but a great percentage of people, more so men, that's online dating are already currently in a relationship, some form of relationship.
Wow.
It's not more. It's not. It's not. It's way more than 1%. And it's way more than 10%. So I'm gonna stay away from numbers, but it's a large number. So really, so along with secure, like it's like you have to really vet these people. You know.
Yeah. Even with vetting, you see on the news people getting scammed, due to the fact that with online relationships or online dating, you can broaden your scope of people you connect with beyond your local community, your local church, your local grocery store. You're now talking states, you're talking countries. And how many times we've heard of people being scammed by someone overseas, and they asking you to send money, and you think you're in love, and they send you all these pictures, and next thing you know, you'll never hear from them, but your bank account is empty, and you're
Yeah.
left with a broken heart.
And a broke wallet.
That too. That too.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm, I don't. I'll be honest with you. I don't know. I don't know what's worth more, my heart or my wallet.
You
And
got to
and
protect both.
yeah, you do, and that's the thing about it. But the great thing I like about online dating was that to go out and look for a lady with the mindset I'm going to find me a woman, I'm going to hang out, this and that. It shit get expensive,
Oh man,
man.
if
It
you
get
are, yeah,
yeah, man. A drink. If you drink, think about it. You minimum of, and for a BS drinker, you probably talking a minimum of $12. And think about if you go somewhere, I ain't gonna mention no names. You go to some of your popular spots, they will charge you $20 for a vodka cranberry. And I ain't talking about no Grey Goose. We trying to talk about some Smirnoff.
yeah. So you're the one who's paying that $700 meal, huh?
I ain't gonna.
Because usually
I was
when you meet
I was
somebody
tricky because I ain't
online,
got it.
yeah, when you meet someone online and they want to meet in a public place, a female or a guy meeting a female, and she may bring a friend or two just to make sure you're all legit. And you bring a friend, and you buy her a drink, you got to buy a friend a drink, and they're gonna get something to eat. Now you got a $700 tab. Look at that. You got to
Yeah.
figure out how you're gonna pay that.
Bo- mm, mm.
Yeah, you
Go to a
still gotta
whole
go
nother
home, right?
subject. I ain't, yeah,
Yeah, but if you think about it, you just said, you buy a $20 drink just to have a conversation. Just to have a conversation. But to me, that's part of the aspect of online dating. For a man, you're gonna have to um, come off some type of cash flow to enjoy the evening. I mean, because you look at, we are the providers, we are the laborers, so we're gonna come off something out of pocket,
well,
gas money, a meal, a drink. You're gonna have to do something. It
yeah.
ain't falling out the tree.
So when we actually get into the one day get to the subject about actually having a meeting and dating person online,
Yeah,
is which as I grown smarter and be around more smarter people, and I can see the things I did wrong and what I could have did. And this is the thing that we have to learn. But also not to get deviate from the point. So I'm kind of get back to it. The online dating, I can do some things like we could actually do some chatting is free.
yeah,
So let me see if you had at an issue. Are we even our goals even aligning? I could put in my bio what I'm actually looking for. And so if you're not in that same space, this is when it works right. If you're not in the same space, don't swipe right.
yeah.
You
Save
know,
both of us the trouble, because
right,
that's one of the aspects of meeting people online is someone can put a fake bio up, but even through the means of a communication, you can weed them out even further and determine, hey, this person is not even worth me investing a $20 drink in. It's just not the opportunity I'm seeking.
yeah. I just want to give real quick. I just want to give. I was looking in the chat. My little partner, not little partner, my little brother Keith in here in the room. What's
All
up,
right, what's
Keith?
up, Keith? Thanks for
Don't forget
joining,
to
sir.
hey, don't you can chime in anytime, partner. Um, but yeah, but this is but that's the positive things. This also kind of saying, hey, are we on the same path? Hey, this is what I'm looking for. This is what I'm willing to do. This is how I'm. Hey, then guess what? Now we can video because that's another form of communication through the app. You can video a person.
Yeah, yeah,
So
you're right.
let's let this social media work good for us. Hey, you ain't got to get my number. So if you ain't got my number, I ain't worried about how to try to block your ass later. You know,
Yeah, yeah, you can
I
eliminate some of the headaches through those different means that you mentioned there.
yeah, because I know a lot of these ladies out here, they block numbers like they nickname them Matumbo. Like, oh, I ain't talking to him no block. Shit.
Man, it's even with that, man, it's still some dishonesty, and the unrealness of it is the fact that you can meet someone to establish a nice friendship with, and then that person may be looking at you as a money grab, while you looking at them as an opportunity to establish a relationship. So even with that being said, someone can talk a good game, and they can string you along. It can string you a long way before you figure out that it was all just a scheme. So
Right.
it's a dog eat dog world in that social media when it comes to dating, online dating.
Right. And this is the thing. You have to establish this because this is relationship potential. My partner Reggie, he always say, especially when I was single, he was like, man, sometimes you gotta kiss a few frogs to find a princess.
You do, you do.
Yeah.
And that's the way I took it back in my younger days, long time ago, long time ago. When I was out there dating, I took it as that aspect that, if I throw me a pitch, I'm gonna strike out 5 or 6 times, but on the 3 or 4 times I do knock a home run, it's out the park. So you got to take the good with the bad, and you have to
When you talking about dating,
reassess.
not sexual, right?
We're talking dating. We're talking
Okay.
dating. We're talking practice. Practice.
Okay.
Yeah, but because I went out on a date years ago with a lady that I thought was attractive. We exchange pictures, you exchange a conversation on the platform and communication, and you think everything is all legit. But when the person pulls up, and And that's when all hell break loose. Come to find out, she was a twin, and she wasn't the good-looking twin that I was led to believe. So, I'm kind of like on Friday, you look like Freddie Jackson. You look like no Janet Jackson. Get out of here. You know what I mean? It's like, what's going on? But you have to go through that, but it doesn't deter me, because again, just like, okay, I struck out on that. And at the same time, I meet someone else. I'm thinking I'm looking attractive, I think I'm looking good, I'm dressing nice, and that person just doesn't see interest beyond the conversation you're having, because they may be looking for someone who pulls up in a Rolls Royce compared to a Buick Sabre or something like that. So you have to also look. I look myself in the mirror and say, maybe I'm not the person for them, as they're seeking something of a higher status.
Right.
I don't play ball, so I'm not pulling out a big fat wallet or something like that.
I get it. So real quick, we are for the first time streaming on Instagram, and we have a couple of people on Instagram right now. I'm gonna shout out MK, who's out there listening to in the IG world. I
Shout
see
out.
Lawrence came up in the chat the chat. Welcome everybody. But I also want to point out that with even online dating, even though you may not find your match, Jay Diggs, what's up? I see you out there on IG. Even though you may not find your match on online, but sometimes you find a gem of what you call a friend.
Yeah, you do.
And we actually talked
That's
about that year. Hold on a second now. I'm sorry, I
yeah.
didn't mean to cut
I'm
you off.
sorry. No,
I
go
just
ahead.
want to touch back. I want to say maybe last year. If you ever go back to our YouTube, and you can look at, there was an episode called Platonic Friends, where actually where a male and a female can be friends. So if you ever have that question about, I invite y'all to go back and take a look at it, about being platonic friends of the male and female persuasion. Go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Don.
No, I'm fine. I mean, that's the positive aspect of social media or relationships, because relationship is bigger than just intimacy between male and female. You're talking about relationships and establishing a platonic friendship, or someone that can become a business associate that you can exchange goods with, and services. So you think about it that aspect, it boosts your connectivity to a wider audience, because you're not just going out and popping the trunk at a local park and say, hey, buy my books, or buy my merchandise. You're actually now able to showcase that, build a platform, and have people from around the country connect with you, and invest in you, and socialize that way. So it's definitely one of those positive aspects.
You're right. So what I'm gonna do real quick. I'm gonna transition. So now we transition from the online dating, and what I want to also focus on was when you're trying to get yourself ready to be in a relationship. Because when you're getting yourself ready for that relationship, you say your social media plays a big part, because your potential partner is going to be looking at that. You're going to see how you move in that circle. Does that fit in their lifestyle? For instance, like I said, I have a low social media presence, where my truer half has a bigger platform, and I have to be willing to, like, okay, can I accept that?
Yeah.
Can you know? Also, let's think about it. If I'm gonna be friends with her or let's say Facebook, because we old folks use Facebook apparently. If I scroll through all her photos and snap, will I ever be offended? Will I get, or not necessarily offended? Can I accept everything she posts? Because that's what she chooses to have. That's a part of her character, or her character at that time.
Yes.
And the negative part is, as people we evolve. Well, I won't say it's negative part, but the part of our character, sometimes we evolve or we don't evolve. And if I see something I don't approve of, why would I want that in my relationship? But
Good
that may
points.
not be, yeah, that may not be you. That might have been you at the time. So now, say that might have been when I was single, having fun, doing this and that. I'm up here trying to, you know, do freaky stuff, and I'm big bad, and maybe on something I'm trying to think I'm doing something. Maybe I wasn't the right mind space.
Yeah.
Maybe I was in that bad space of being in the like I'm trying to be, I don't know, some kind of rapper where I'm supposed to spend money I ain't got or something. Dude, and she sees that, but I was in a bad space. Maybe I need to do a social media scrub. Let me get this because that's not me anymore. Let me get this out of here. I need
Yes.
to get the person to see the truth, who I am now.
You're right about that. If I go back 20 years ago on Facebook, when it's the start of all this social media presence for me, I look at some of those posts when you get those memories or pop up. I'm like, woo wee, boy. I'm glad I'm going to see this right now because let me get rid
Man,
of this right now because I don't know what I was thinking back then. So, you grow and you mature as you're indicating, and you get to a level of understanding in life, and you present yourself in a way that you want your partner to feel proud about. You don't want to be out there representing something you're not, or doing something that's your mom would probably say, that boy out of line. I ain't teach
man,
him
yeah,
like
yeah,
that. I raised him better than that.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. They all say they know.
She gonna be
And I'm
jumping on your
laughing because
IG in a minute. Hey boy, I taught you better than that.
yeah. Hey Tam, I'm laughing because I don't know if I was on TikTok or something. I was looking at, and I'm at the age where Freaknik was the thing that people always wanted to go to. And think about
Man,
social media was around
it
then.
wasn't. It wasn't.
Yeah, good thing. Now we're at the age where we have grown children and possibly grandkids, and imagine social that coming out in the pictures of on the internet, your mama shaking her ass on the back of a pickup truck going down I-85 in Atlanta. You know what I mean?
I-85
Yeah.
riding dirty.
How? Cause think about it. Let's think about it. We're at the age we look like we see somebody from our past who grow now they got their kids, and we like, if you knew about your mama back in the day.
Man, the pictures I've seen. I hope they never hit the day of light, because some of those people I went to school with, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I went to school with these people, man. So it's like, but that was a different time. There was a different era. Now people pretty much putting the Freaknik on live. So you gotta go to the beach. They gonna bring it to you. You know what I mean? You bring it
yeah,
to your social media platform, and you just so happen to be scrolling. You be like, oh my God, what did I just see? And you gotta block
yeah,
that out. You know what I mean? Or scroll past it. Go back later.
yeah,
I don't know. Whatever.
yeah. So one of our partners on the IG, Jay Diggs, said, "Ain't nothing wrong
Yeah.
with 40-year-old rappers."
Hey man, you can make that money. You got to get the bag. So
Yeah,
you come out with some knowledge, spit it, man. There is no
yeah,
limit to creativity in life. Social media platform as well. Everyone has a hustle, and as long as you're doing it in a positive aspect, I support that.
yeah. I'm just thinking. You got me thinking about the other. What was the movie? Five Heartbeats. We
Yeah.
rap country and western, but no. And Kia said, I think I already said, but she also says nothing wrong. Social media scrub is always a good thing. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
but we have to let that preparing ourselves for the our next person. We want our social media, in my opinion, should be who represent who we are at that moment and who
Yeah.
we are trying to become. You know,
You're right.
we wanted to do the positive. Jay Diggs said Adele contemporary hip hop. um, but yeah, because think about it now, like because like be go back to myself, since I don't do social media like I should be doing it. Um, when somebody look at my social media, they would automatically think I'm fake, not real. Yeah, because I haven't posted in probably I don't know how many years, It still has me saying I'm not in Dallas. I'm living in Alabama still.
At least update that, man. You don't have to be the person who posts 25 comments every day. That's not your style from what I'm taking here. However, you are using social media on this platform as we're doing tonight. That seems like the purpose that you're using it for, not to show pictures every day of you drinking tea and lemonade. That I don't see you doing that. But at least update your information to be you living in Dallas, man.
All right, so Babe said Mark doesn't have a picture on here. He never anyway, he's never posting or responding to anything. Yeah, you're right.
He ain't real. He ain't real.
Yeah, I'm still got that face with. I mean, I told. Well, so it's funny. I like because I'm very introverted, and me doing. Well, I hit something then. Twilight said. I'll bring it up in a second. I'm very introverted. So me even doing this is me stepping out of a box that I'm not used to doing. Um, this is part of something that me and my lady we decided to do, and she knew was going to be a stretch for me, but
Mhm.
because I have a truer half, which is her promoting me, pushing me, and doing all the things a good partner supposed to do. She allows me to say, she allows me to come out here, sit your ass down, and let's talk this.
That's some Shay Shay Club Shay Shay shit. You gonna?
Yeah, my baby ain't no Cat Williams though. She
You
ain't run no 4-4.
pull out that liquor though. Just get folks talking. That's all you gotta do, man. You gotta have a
Yeah.
bottle of liquor.
So let's see what Twyla says. Let's see what Twyla says. She says, Lord, anyone looks at my social media, they're what they say, shook to? Shit. I'm gonna let you start reading from now on because this ain't working for me.
She says anyone looking at her social media, they're gonna be shook and laughing because the stuff they're gonna
There
find.
you go.
Man, but you mentioned a good point about scrubbing your social media for your relationship, because when I got into my relationship with my lady, the first thing she did was start looking through my past posts and seeing what she can find. I thought I had took out everything that I could take out, and so I was already prepared for that because find something. But then when you find something, you gotta look. That's 25 years ago, where however long it may be, and you don't always catch everything, but if you can remove it, please
Right.
do so. But
And that brings me to that kind of also comes to another point. Another thing you have to do, I feel you have to do, which I was told to do, I was going to do anyway.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I'm keep my manhood intact. I was going to do it before she told me to do it. When you think you found somebody you want to pursue, deactivate them online. Don't deactivate them online accounts. I mean them dating accounts, them dating app accounts. Deactivate them.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
Yeah, because I'm sorry, because what's going to happen is, one, it shows that you're serious about pursuing that person, because that is almost like it's a safety net. If A don't work, I still got B right here. My swipe finger still works. Hey,
but
the beehive is still kicking, and the bumble is rumbling.
Leave it on just in case.
Yeah.
Just in case you come back. You ain't got to set up a new account. But see, doing that would make you one of those statistical numbers that we say we're not throwing out here. So you're right. Delete that, because that in itself is dishonesty in yourself. If you want to be that, then don't get into a serious relationship. Just be out there and be a player. Just do your thing.
Right.
From a man's
So
standpoint,
yeah, you're right. And so I'm about to bring up something Twyla just said, and that's we're going to pause there for a second, and let's study on this. She says, I don't share my social media with the people I'm dating. That's
interesting.
So let me answer this. So Twilight, I want to answer this. When you say dating, do you mean some people just going out with dates with, or somebody you really about to date, or somebody you're dating in reality, like potential? Oh my bad, Tam said that. I'm sorry, Tam. It was Tam that said it. When you say dating, does it mean somebody you just people that you dating, just trying to figure out filter out who's gonna be that one, or you narrow it down. This is the person I think I'm gonna pursue. That's gonna let me rephrase that. I'm gonna let pursue me. My bad. Yeah, Twilight. I messed it up. I can't read very well. My T's and see me through up sometimes. Through sometimes. So one of the people on IG said that's suspect to them. You
Yeah.
know. So Tam says her answer was both. So and honestly, I in my initial thoughts, without me thinking deeper into that, I agree with the people on IG. One of the first people on IG that said it makes it seem kind of suspect. I understand why it can happen, but if we feel like people something to hide, what are you hiding?
But
Especially
check
if you
this
go
out.
back to what we talked about online dating, where a large percent of people are already in a relationship on a dating app.
But check this out. Let me add a little bit more to that.
Talk to
From
me.
I can respect for a person says they don't share that, because you got to think about your sense of security, especially in aspects of women when they're on these platforms. If a man is out there with bad potential, he find any information on you, he's willing to go the extra length to find any information on you. Therefore, now he's becoming stalkerish or pursuing you, and you may not be interested, but you can give me all your information, and he's on every platform hitting you up and changing to these burner accounts trying to reach you. That in itself, it's just a security aspect of protecting one's own individual presence, to not give everything up front, or having someone follow you when you're not in the same circle. It just in due time, if it's meant to be, it will work itself out. So I can understand that aspect of it.
Okay, and so Tam gave us a response. Let me bring it up. It says it can seem suspect if you ask to follow me and I discuss it with them and show them I'll show them my accounts. Hmm. Okay. So and I know Tam know pretty well, and she does things with logic, and so I understand why I do kind of understand why she does it, especially when it says, she discusses it, you know,
Hmm.
and that's the biggest thing. One of the things that you actually one of the things that points that we was going to bring up with his online potential was that communication. Social media has a big communication factor. She also
Yes.
says, "Hold on, I worked hard to build a community, and most men understand." Okay, yeah. So I get it now, Tam. I just this is what we need. Sometimes we need clarification. I appreciate that. Thank you. You know, now we also got to think about what about we. So we went from online dating to transitioning and getting ourselves ready. I said
Hmm.
narrow down that person we want, and bam, they check the box. They say yes, I'll be your girlfriend, or yes, I'll be your boyfriend. That's that old folk shit. They check that box. Um, Now we in our relationship. Let's think about this. This is a vital time because we all want our relationship to be successful, and social media can be a good thing, and if you let it, it can be a what? Bad
A
thing.
bad thing.
You know. So
Uh, yeah, go ahead.
no, I was one of the things I did read though was people like relationships over 3 years who've been in a relationship in 3 years or more. The social media has less of an effect on their relationship. And and to me, after 3 years, you already hit with things you got hit with tests to your relationship.
Hmm. Hmm.
So now it's like, hey, I don't give a shit about that social media. I know what's going down, and most likely we already had a battle about it, or we had a conversation about it.
Yes.
So it doesn't affect them as much, and that goes to show that when you get through certain tests in your relationship, you are stronger.
And that comes with the communication of how social media will be presented in a relationship. Because I, for one, don't want to showcase every day of my life online. And look at some social media, people are showcasing every aspect of their life, whether it's good or bad, and that in itself can weigh heavy on your partner. It can come a something that can mentally affect how they want to be in a situation, because you could be in a relationship with someone and they want to post about the business. Okay, that's great. You're talking something that can generate revenue. But then if you're sleeping and she's recording you while you're sleeping, you wake up and it's becoming a daytime TV show, and you're not even receptive to that or agree to that, that can become an issue.
Mm, you're right. Man, you know, that day. So let's think about our own relationship. How much time do you think your partner spends on? Don't give an answer because I don't want you to get your head bust.
Man, I need somewhere to spend the night. If I say that.
Yeah, you ain't driving out here, brother.
Yeah.
How much time do you think your partner spends on social media?
I'm gonna say it like this: since we've been together, it has drastically reduced. I ain't throwing no numbers out there. It has drastically reduced. And that is because now we are showing the connection amongst each other, that we do still use social media to look at things of interest. But it has drastically reduced when you're meeting someone and just to pass the time, you're using social media as an outlet. But now that is becoming less of a significant importance when you're locked in on each other.
Yeah. So my lady, to be somewhat transparent, she is a social media person. She does a lot and she looks at it a lot. But the thing about that is, she knows when to use it. She knows when it's our time, or she needs time to talk to me, or I need time to talk to her. One of the things that we try to do when we get into bed, it's time to put the phone down. Unless we're looking at something on social media that we're both interested in. You know,
Right.
I don't know this lady, but there's an old lady in St. Louis that cracking me up. Now I would want to jump to bed so I can sit with her and watch this old lady. But but we have to keep in mind that we need to make sure our social media includes each other. And one of the things I will always give my lady kudos about, and which it didn't affect me either way, but to, she posts every so often she's gonna post me in her social media, and that's going to say, "Hey, I ain't trying to show them off. I'm gonna let y'all know my relationship, and I'm in a happy relationship, and that has to be something that a lot of people should do. If you're a social media person and you're not acknowledging your partner, it's gonna cause, like somebody says, seem suspect.
You're gonna have some
And
folks in them DMs. That's what you're gonna have.
yeah.
Slide into them DMs.
All
But
right,
I do
so
think we have some comments here we need to get into. It seems
yeah,
like
you read my mind. So I'm gonna put the first
Go
one up
ahead.
here. This is from Jay Diggs on the social open IG world. He said, I think Will Smith said something along those lines where he didn't appreciate Jada taking candid videos of him because he has certain image to portray. Yeah. So we all have a lot of us have images, and some of us like to be private. I don't. I don't want to say. I don't want her to see everything about me. I want the world to see what I want you to see.
Mhm.
You're, you should know what I'm doing in my bedroom, my house, and you should. You only see what I want you to see, and having a like-minded partner makes that successful.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and it's gonna bring up another point. We'll touch back on in a second. Hold on, we got some more people out here. Ooh, can you? I'm gonna let you read this comment because I was mumbling through the last one. It's the one from Bree out in Nigeria. You see it under Kia's name
Let me see here. Is that the one for Will Smith or the one before that?
right after. It says, I think Will. Oh shit,
You
my
just read
bad.
that one. Here it
Yeah,
is. Diggs says early
yeah,
relationships are still developing, and social media shouldn't be a deciding factor. You have to come to an agreement between the two of you on what you share about each other. And I do agree about that. Me and my lady, we share pictures of each other when we are in the moments of enjoyment in life, and we post that for others to see at sporadic times. It's not something we do constantly every day, and try to gather our audience in that aspect of trying to show our private lives. We're not showcasing a TV show. We're just showing some of the highlights of our life so people can see what we like to do together.
yeah. And like we said, you're letting the world know that's my lady. This we good. You know, we ain't, I ain't gonna tell her, hey, we just had a fight because I wanted chicken and she wanted steak. You know. So
Exactly.
hold on. Twyla said she said she tell clients no TV and no phone usage in the bedroom. Okay, that work. Hey, I get it. That I ain't there yet.
You working on that?
No, I ain't working on no TV in the
He said
bedroom.
he ain't working on none of that.
No, I can somewhat do the bed, not the bed, but sometimes I can do the phone. I can do phone real easy, but that TV, yes, no, we might with that to be free. Pluto.
You just need an internet connection, man. I'm telling you, when I was younger, one of the hard things I had to overcome in aspects of dating was communication. And the reason I say that is because I was uh, employed in the tech sector. So when I go to work and I clock in until I clock out all day long, I was on the phone all day long, 7 hours a day. All the time I was off for lunch and probably when I'm going home. So when I went home and you get on social media with you on a dating app and someone want to FaceTime you, someone want to pick up another phone and talk, I'm like, it ain't happening. You better shoot me a text and something of that nature. And then on the weekend I catch you, we can have a conversation when I got my mind clear. But man, that was a grind. When you talk all day on the phone and you get home and someone will still want to talk, it's like, no, I'm shutting it down.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So I can relate to I can relate to, but I had to evolve to that because if you know me personally, you know I'm a trainer or an instructor. I mean, I'm gonna take the word trainer out because they may think I'm a physical trainer, and
It'd be your
I
DM
ain't
next.
I ain't ready for physical fitness trainer yet. That's a whole nother life in the future. In the But no, I do speak a lot, and I do speak all day. I'm instructing people, teaching people this and that. Even though if I did want to shut down, she would understand. But I need, I am obligated to let her know that, well, obligated to know I need to. This is your time. No matter what I'm going through at this moment, if you want to speak and talk, you are deserving of that much of me.
Yeah.
Couple of things I want to point out real quick. This is a funny one. Babe said, Kia said, you're reading wrong comments, laugh out loud. But she said, where's it at? Hold on. Where's it? She said, Don,
Is in
you're in
charge.
charge of you in charge of reading from now on.
That's good though. I mean, I don't mind reading. I do a lot of like you said, user instructor. I do a lot of presentations and meetings with executives. So being in a social environment such as Zoom or WebEx, Microsoft Teams and being
Mm-hmm.
on camera. This is natural to me. And now that I'm in a different sector of employment, it's more relaxing to not have to be on the phone all day. So the communication skills are on display all the time.
All right. So we got another comment. Boy, they jumping in.
Yeah,
You getting ready? Get ready, Don.
I
Let's see.
see him
Twilight just hit
here.
one.
She says, you have to respect boundaries too. If you tell your partner to give you a few minutes of quiet time when you get home, that's fine. Yes, I do agree with that. You got to need a good solid 5-10 minutes just to get out of the clothes you're in and put in something more comfortable and unwind. Because if you have a physical demanding job, I can imagine you coming home and just wanting to relax your mind, or you have a job where you're speaking all day, you're gonna need some time to unwind, or to get your thoughts together before you prepare for the next aspect of the evening.
Yeah. So let's think, and to kind of touch back to the original topic about social media in our relationship. One of the things I wanted to make sure we touch on is you was talking. You wanted to talk about the mental status when dealing with the social media.
Yes, the mental aspect of it is. Let me get my notes here. I gathered social media can be an association when it comes to seeing images of depression, anxiety. You can feel isolated, particularly for those who may heavily use the internet. If those that are constantly looking at their Facebook all day long, they may be experiencing something within themselves. They're searching for an outlet, so they're using social media as a fix, when that in itself could be a false narrative, because you're relying on something you see visually that represents happiness, when in all reality you can find happiness yourself outside. If you go and just tune out the social media yourself, and get amongst friends or those that like to do things beyond looking at your phone all day. Some of those social media can also lead to a heavy disruption of sleep, when you were indicating earlier about taking the phone into the bedroom and you're looking at it all night. Here it is 3 a.m, you haven't even went to sleep, and it's got to get up at 7 a.m, and you're still scrolling and swiping. And, it's can definitely mess up your mind mentally and cause you to become fixated on things that you see as objects without understanding what is happening within your body itself.
All right. So that's what's up. So you actually brought up 3 points. We The first one. Hell, I just forgot it.
Depression, anxiety.
Yeah, those ain't the key words. Uh oh, yeah. So we talking about excessively looking at it. Yeah, for social media. If you think that, remember our last live? What was the
Hmm.
topic? The 5 love languages,
The
right?
5 love languages. Yes.
What was one of them was quality of time or
Quality of
time,
time.
quality time.
Yes.
You can't give that if you're in if you're in your social media 5 hours a day, at work 8, sleeping 6. The math don't math. You don't have your quality time.
Yeah.
That's not good. And another thing that came up was when it comes to divorce, which I'm gonna leave numbers alone. My partner Dallas is in the IG. He told me stay away from the statistics numbers, so I'm gonna stay away
Okay.
from them. I'm gonna say it increases the likelihood of a divorce if one of your partners is excessively using social media. Because think about it, if you're not giving me my time,
Yeah.
even as a loner or introvert, if you're in a relationship, you need time, because I'm not going to fight a digital fake
Environment.
world. Yeah, I would say fake a digital environment, and I'm right here in your face, in your presence. That's some bullshit. Oh,
Yeah.
the first thing I'm going to say, social media ain't your damn therapist. You can't go to TikTok and say, "Hey, I feel like shit right now. What should I do?" Hell, TikTok may say, "Go kill yourself." We don't know. It's not your therapist. I shouldn't know that you. I shouldn't go on your social media and know that you know. Um, I feel gloomy today, and my stomach hurt, and I can't boo boo. No, I don't want to know all that.
You gotta put some filters on, man. If you see that on your social media
Yeah,
feed.
you need a damn shit.
Well,
Go read the
yeah,
Bible,
because
bro.
you see, you're bringing up good points there because people put certain aspects of they're just searching out for a response, and they get the good and they get the bad. Because if you read any social media post, there's going to be a variety of responses. Some be good, some be bad. Some going to tell you to do this, some going to tell you to do that, and that can bring about more mental anxiety because now you're feeling overwhelmed when someone is telling you negative things. The person may not be in the right state of mind at that particular time or day, and now you just told them something even worse, and now they feel less than shit, and now that person is now reaching more to get more comfort, and now they're posting more online, and it can get ugly if you're not in tune with what you're attempting to accomplish with the social
Right
media
on.
platform.
Right. So, Kia, my baby said they need a they need a diary for real. So guess
Yeah,
what? You right, babe. We need to go to
there
kidscoaching.com
you go. There
and
you
get the
go.
12-week journal with poetry prompts.
Good plug.
This,
Good plug there, man. There you
yeah,
go.
shit.
I got another comment here that says Dallas said they be posting selfies hard down in tears and everything. Man, and they're just showing their whole life on social media, and to me that's a cry for help. And maybe someone can post something in that comment and hopefully they'll read it. They can get them the help they need, but just to use that as an outlet and let the entire world see it, sometimes it's some bag of mixed emotions for me.
No. No. You look in the comment for an answer, somebody to tell you what to do? No. Therapist.com. Matter of fact, if you can't find a therapist, fuck it. Every other Tuesday, the therapist and the poet
You're right. There
segment
we
or
go.
something. No,
There
don't
you
look in the
go.
comment.
You're
What the
right.
fuck?
And that is the education of social media that needs to be brought about. Because if you think about how some people use social media, you can tell they have no education on it. They just jump on there live and fights and all kind of stuff that's beyond understanding of why is this on social media. It's like
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. So we got a couple comments. We're gonna go up to one that says, where is it at? Where is it at? One so Twilight says it's easier. You see that one where it says Twilight says it's easier for
Yes, it's
people.
easier for people to communicate to total strangers rather than talking to the person next to them. I agree with that because you don't feel that connection, and therefore you can let the feelings go and not feel like you're going to be judged when someone right next to you is going to give you some advice and tell you to stop that shit. And some people
Yeah.
don't want to hear that. They just want to let it out. They don't want to hear any how to correct the problem.
Yeah. So I'm with all that. So it threw me like I went the whole tangent. Like, come on, you know. So Key always like to say you supposed to eat the fish and throw away the bones.
Yeah.
But some of these people and why they have a problem with social media in their relationship is when they try to eat the meat, they swallow the bones because it's too many bones because they dumbass don't know how to spit the shit out.
Man, speak
And
on it.
I don't mean to call them dumb, but you have to sit back and you have to evaluate yourself. Why am I reaching out to strangers? And there's people who are specially trained and designed and who go to school who are professional.
Yes.
Because, like, I know I took a break from therapy because I thought I was good, but no, I'm not. I didn't take my. I'm going back. Shit. But I ain't gonna go on social media and say, "Hey, y'all want to hear my problems?" Me and
But
my woman, she's going around the house playing TikTok all day, and I'm trying to watch my cartoons. Am I
Tick-
wrong? No.
but check this out. There's a comment in the from Dallas
Okay.
said that reminds me of Kiki Palmer's situation when he put her on blast on the internet when it could have when he could have just talked to her. That is in itself is true. But you think about how social media can catch you unexpectedly, like the going back to Will Smith analogy when he slapped Chris Rock. That was a live, maybe delayed tape delay of a award show. Chris Rock cracking jokes as a comedian. Will Smith felt some type of way. I don't know if it was staged or coerced, but he went up there and slapped him. No one was expecting that. That in itself could be looked at as inciting violence or however you want to take it. But it was on social media. It was live. It happened. And then you get comments on both sides of the coin.
Right. So now you costing yourself millions temporarily, probably, but you can still cost some millions. You fighting the whole campaign, but for the average person, now you're looking at people calling you, looking at you like talking about you. That's exactly what they talking about you. Now, how hard is it for you to be in a relationship and your other is putting that business out there and then people talking about why y'all talking about my woman?
Yeah.
So now you put a strain on your relationship.
Yeah.
Hold on, Lawrence said something. We'll still bring up what Lawrence said. You see what
It
Lawrence said?
says there are two types of personalities that can be dangerous to social media: obsessive and addictive. People with obsessions engage in habits to find relief, not to seek pleasure. That's interesting. People with addictions continuously seek a pleasurable sensation. Know yourself. I like that, Lawrence. That's well said, man. Well said.
Man, he said he summed it up.
Yeah,
Damn.
you pretty
All
much
these,
wrapping
all
it
these,
up with that.
I got all these intelligent people on this live. I love it. This
Yeah,
has
man.
been a great one. You know, at the end of the day, social media can be a positive. It can be and it should be a positive. We touched on several positive points. We got things like our posting your mate, showing that the good things you're doing. Online dating, showing the positive online dating.
Sexual
Taking
gratification.
sexual gratification, right?
with
Yeah.
your mate though, not because if you're just doing it and you're seeking that obsessiveness to get that relief, so you think about that.
You try to say if you're gonna whack off with a purpose. I got it.
Yeah, there you go. Be out there just beating your meat for the hell of it, man.
Yeah, so I would say I love social media for what it's intended for.
Yeah.
And a lot of times we a lot of times it turns negative. And the one thing you should always remember with social media, the internet is undefeated.
Undefeated.
It's undefeated. Hold on.
Never lost.
Let's get some any more comments out there. It's coming through strong.
All right, got one here. Dig says, step 1, admit you have a problem. Step 2, seek help. Step 3, turn off social media. In that order.
Right now, if your life is not dependent on it, and I mean business wise, sometimes it might kind of nice to kind of step back and pull away from it, and say and refocus and tool in on yourself, refocus, get your bearings right. Because if it's an addiction, you can't do it.
You can't.
Yeah.
You got to admit you got a problem first of all.
Exactly.
That's step 1.
And hold on, MK said something. You see what it says? MK said, "Know yourself."
Yes, keywords. Know yourself. A lot of people don't know their self or know how to sit with their self. You got to enjoy yourself in a space where you can understand when you're speaking or understand your actions. And because for every action, there is a reaction. And if you can do that in a positive aspect, you're on the path to righteousness. Not to get godly here, but if you need to seek help to understand you have a problem, that's the way to go, which is step 2. And then just turn off social media for a while. If you just need to delete your accounts just to clear your mind, get out the haze, because that can make you brain fog if all you're doing is looking at social media all day long, every day. And you're almost, from a previous comment, you have that obsessive or addictive personality is going to be one or the other.
Yeah. So we got one more. Dallas said something. Hold
He
on.
says, no reflection, same reason they can't throw away the bones. They don't know them from a trend. Exactly.
Man.
Exactly. You're not trying to do a TikTok dance. That's a trend. Trying to get those 4 million likes, 4 million views.
And Kia says, hold on. I was trying to delete my social media for a few months ago, but I need it for business. Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
It's different when it's business related, but if it's just social being, some pull away. It's like it's almost like a cleanse.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta cleanse yourself. You gotta purge.
There you
Who
go.
am I the same person I was yesterday?
Those are questions you
We
ask yourself.
it really is because we're always evolving. Sometimes we de-evolve, but we always evolve. We always change in who we are. Something we do, how we act, the characteristics, and we always want to change for the better.
Yeah.
But we always got. But sometimes you gotta ask, is like, am I the same person I was yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
And I want my social media to reflect who I am, especially when I want the partner I'm looking for, or I'm with, to know who I am today,
Yes.
not yesterday. And hopefully,
Exactly.
when we as we progress and we grow, we'll be together tomorrow, based on what you saw of me today.
Yeah.
And MK says it's a tool, a marketing tool. Yeah, it is. It really is a marketing tool. Like we said at the beginning, a lot of businesses, majority of businesses have some kind of social media presence.
Yeah, because you can, if you're good with social media, I mean, me and you talked about this the other day. Editing videos, if you're good with that, you can make money off of it. You turn that into a business hustle. You can broadcast your services on different platforms to allow people to connect with you and show them what you can do and therefore make it a successful business and grow your audience and grow your skills and then you get to the point where you are not on the social media, you have someone run it for you and you can go out and enjoy your life. That's the ultimate outcome, but it takes progress and steps to get to that point. And you can look at others on social media, they can give you the blueprint and you can study that and use it as a guide. And then you can look at social media when the others are showing you everything under the sun and you're like, how is that making money? But they're doing something that is beyond what you yourself may be willing to do. And some people sell their soul to get to that point. You may not be willing to do that.
Yeah. So you're right. Every seed to become a plant or a tree has to be nurtured to give fruit, to give nutrients. So
Yeah.
we're gonna get the last comment, then we're gonna wrap it up for tonight. So let's bring the last one from Kia, my babe. What you got, Don? Read it to me, cause I'm gonna screw it
And we have to remember
up.
we control our social media. Delete and block anything that is not in alignment with you and what you want to see and hear. Exactly.
And one more, just for the heck of it. This is from Tam. This is for Tam.
So, Tam, I think social media is a great resource. I found content and creators about spirituality, business building, self help, personal growth. Use social media. Don't let it use you.
Right. How, that's the perfect note to end this one. And y'all know how I've been talking how I feel all day, all through the live. Don, you got anything you want to say as we start to close this out?
Yeah, let me use this social media for a shameless plug at the moment. I am a writer, an author, a poet, podcaster. I ask that those that are following me or not following me, please tune into my IG page of jr.lily publications. I am working on several projects. One is another book of poetry entitled 30 Days and 30 Nights. And I have another book after that coming out which is more of a memoirs of me working in corporate America. I ask that you follow and tune in. There is more to come and more to see. I'm not gonna be naked on here, so you can forget about all that. So all business.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
So I want to thank everyone. Okay, congrats. They say congrats, Don.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
You know, I want to thank everyone. IG, YouTube. Please subscribe, share, like. We enjoying doing this. This is I'm excited.
Yeah.
What's coming down in the future.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I'm Marcus, and
I'm
that's
Don.
Don, and we're gonna be out. All right.
Peace.
Peace.